Okay, so this stream should be started. Over there is my mothership. I'm sitting in one of my ship launch fighters, the more survivable of the two. So whenever I need to step away from my controls for a second, and I'm in open play, I will come out of Super Cruise. I will launch myself in my ship launch fighter, full shields, sit still. My elite ranked AI will be controlling my mothership. I set the orders for engage at will, so if something comes in, regardless if it attacks me or them, if it turns hostile, then my mothership will attack it. And so even if, well, actually, the crux in that plan is if they destroy me in this fighter first, I then become the commander of the mothership, and then the mothership no longer defends itself. So hopefully, basically the idea is that if something happens, the mothership will attack and kill it before they destroy the ship launch fighter, which would then put me back in control of the mothership. So anyway, that's that. Heading back to the mothership now requires switch.
Solid copy. I got control of the fighter.
So that was my AI pilot, whose name is randomly generated as Lindsay.
Ready to bring the fighter back to the ship, Commander.
I was heading to a planetary base called Finney Beacon, which from the looks of it is 2.55 light seconds away. As soon as he's docked, which is here. Oh, there he goes. Folds up the Taipan. Yeah, this glowing paint job really messes with the HDR, I'll tell you what. Okay, so he's docked. Throttle up, hit Y. Xbox, by the way. I imagine that would be triangle on PlayStation. Already have throttled down so that I don't jump too fast. And just gonna lock the destination and make sure it doesn't have Super Cruise. Okay, throttle down didn't work. Oh, I guess it did, but it took too long. I went past the destination. That was weird. So I've changed some of the default buttons, so I can throttle down just by hitting button sequence, whatever. And pretty sure I hit it, and ultimately it confirmed that I did. It just, when it went into Super Cruise, it just immediately went to full throttle instead of started at 0 throttle, which is whatevs. Not a big time sink here. Okay, so rotate to where, whenever you're doing a planetary landing and you're approaching the planet, as long as it's still a solid circle or semicircle, rotate to where that semicircle is at the edge of the planet and aim at the center, basically. If it's a dotted circle, then you're gonna sort of take a wide berth, B-E-R-T-H, around the planet until it becomes a solid circle, and then you'll go to the center. And then we'll get close enough to where it'll start talking about, I don't have conflict zone targeted, so I don't need to worry about that warning. So we'll get close enough that it'll start showing the planetary stuff, not just that visual, but the next one where it comes up with like altitude and angle. So the first one that's going to show up is orbital, and then it'll show you dropping below orbital. And then the next one after that is DRP, or drop zone. So we're still outside of orbital, OC. I don't know what the C stands for. Orbital circle, maybe? I don't know.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay, so now we get the degrees. We are going to make sure that we do not exceed 45 degrees. It's different based on the mass of the planet that you're on. But because we're heading towards a certain area, the fastest way to get to that guy is 75% throttle, or, well, I wouldn't use anything above 75% right now, and I have something bound to 75%, which is that blue thing on my throttle on the center of the screen, but bottom right of the radar. And then see how it's at like 40 degrees? I'm gonna go ahead and dive down around 40 degrees It's pretty much the sharpest angle you can be guaranteed isn't going to end up being red. It's going to decelerate down to 2.5 kilometers per second before it hits DRP. It's going to glide at 2.5 kilometers per second, or 2,500 meters per second. And it's always going to make you think that you're about to crash in the damn thing, but it never does. So without touching any of the controls, it's gliding, and then it slows down just in time. We are not docking at this one. We are actually not meant to be here. This is a mission that wants me to... Oh, it's not here yet. Oh, wait, there it is. That. Target that guy, which is there. Switch to analysis mode, Y up. Change fire groups, XRB. Get closer to the terminal without suspicion. I'm going to do... Make sure I have 0 pips on my distributor and engine so that I can do very minute adjustments. 4 in assist because I am going to get shot at before I finish scanning this. I'm deploying my hard points, but only for the sake of the scanners. I'm not actually going to be shooting anything. Yeah, see, I'm already being shot at. And yeah, bounty occurred for trespassing. They gave me plenty of warning. That is, this is not the way you're supposed to do this. This is just the quickest way to do this. And I can't scan the damn thing until I get within 100. There we go. And I gotta keep it on target. As you can see, I am not keeping it on target because I've created a very small target for myself. Got it. Full reverse. 2 pips assist. Retract guns. My shields are A-okay. I'm not trying to fight anybody. I'll just take whatever bounties came my way. Once I get decently far enough away, rotate around. Full throttle. Where's 90 degrees? Did I already pass it? No, there it is. Let's go to 90-ish. Switch fire groups and Y down. Line up with the escape vector. Doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, good. Somebody's right near me. Okay, so 4 pips in engine. Because of how close they are to me, it's charging a lot slower for my frameshift drive. Like, their mass is messing up with my frameshift drive. And even though I'm way heavier than they are, they can still affect me. So I'm just trying to get my distance. I'm also watching my thermal on the left of my radar. Boosting causes thermal. Okay, so now 4 pips in assists, because I can't use boost anymore. Without causing thermal, I may as well. Huh. Who is actually attacking? Oh, it's a tiny ship, a Condor. Oh, a Federal Corvette. They are bigger than me. Interesting. Okay, 4 pips in the engine. Let's see if I can gain some distance. They're 4.46 kilometers, 4.45, okay, so they are gaining on me, so I do have to use boost. So the further away from them I get, the quicker my frameshift drive can charge up. There it goes. Yeah. Temperature critical is around 80%, but you don't start taking damage until 100%. Anyway, now that I'm in Super Cruise, I can charge my shields a lot faster than not Super Cruise. I like that they put that feature in there because you're not actually taking damage to your shield, so they may as well let you. Still going straight up away from the planet, perpendicular, I guess, to its circumference. Let's check the messages. Mission successful. I think I have an identical mission somewhere else. Yeah, identical mission. Definitely somewhere else. So if I had planned ahead to my next jump, it is possible that I would not have had to jump into Super Cruise before jumping to another star. I might have just been able to combine the 2 steps. Let's see the angle. No. Okay, the planet would have been in the way, so never mind. Rotating, it'll appear up there, so I'm going to slowly head towards it the moment it turns. There we go, I can hit Y. So Y will engage frameshift drive. If you're targeting another star system, it will assume you're jumping to that star system. If you're not, it will just jump into Super Cruise, the local star system. be even more specific, if you are targeting another star system, let's say that's your escape route, you can jump into just normal Super Cruise with Y down. Okay, I'm here, and let's see if it already shows me where I'm supposed to go. It's going to be another planetary. No. So I got to go to Nav Beacon. Nav Beacon is always... Wait a minute. Yeah. Wait, am I in the right place? Hold on. Could have sworn I needed to be in... Erosion. Oh, you know what? This was a multi-jump thing that I messed up, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. It's recently been rare for me to jump, have to jump twice to get to destinations. Usually when you're doing stuff like this, it's within like 20 light years of each other, but they were probably on opposite sides of the place that gave me the missions. Okay, no, I am not out of the sun's thermal radiation yet. I'm going to wait for my temperature to... Now I am. Okay. Exciting stuff, I know. I'm literally just going to be doing another one of those planetary things if you just want to come back in 5 minutes. I do have my last mission that I've acquired is a wing mission for killing a whole bunch of pirates. So I'll just probably be shooting a lot of pirates after this, at least 5 minutes from now. There we go. Now it's telling me exactly where. Bentham Enterprise. The other side of the sun, of course. I'd say more than half the time, the place that you need to go to next is on the other side of the star that you just jumped to. Funny story about trying to gauge how long it's going to be before you get there. One, you've got the distance, 128 light seconds, but we're also speeding up. So that's reducing at an increasing rate. Then you've got the time until arrival, and that's reducing at an increasing rate because also we're speeding up. So once it gets down to about 7 seconds, if you're not already at 75% throttle or below, you're probably going to overshoot your target because it takes so long to slow down that 6 seconds away isn't enough time to slow down from whatever speed. Asterisk. There's a caveat to that, but basically, anytime you're flying towards something, definitely dethrottle to 75% or below before it says 7. In my case, I got lucky at 6. And I'm trying to find the edge of the planet. Yep, there it is. Okay, so this seems to be the edge of that planetary body. Could be a moon, but I'm going to call it a planet, where Bentham is actually located. So I'm just going to come in at it straight. If it was in further, like if it wasn't on the edge of the circumference, or what's it called, the apogee or the azimuth, I always get those two confused. Yeah, see how it's in a little bit? I can do this. It's not going to matter much, but I can do this to get it towards the edge again. The center of its circle towards the circumference of the planetary body. Yeah, not going to matter much. Okay, so the closer you get to the planet, the slower your maximum speed is going to become. Ideally, the quickest way to a planetary destination, it's almost like I have to explain it backwards. The steepest angle that you could dive to it in a glide without coming to a halt, because if you go too steep, it makes you go under conventional drives, which is like 1/10. Yeah, at most, 1/10 is generous. Can't even talk. So it's 10 times faster to glide than it is otherwise to dive down to your planetary destination. So you want to go as steep as you can without forcing conventional drives. And then so that's why I do this. I try to get above it, like at the highest altitude I can, while getting a 40-degree dive down, because at 2500 it's going to be a lot faster. If I come down below DRP any sooner than that, I've got a lot further distance to try to cover in conventional drives. And in this ship, my maximum speed in conventional drives is around 250. I can boost to around 335, and I can do it continuously for a long time, but that's not ideal. It would still take 3 or 4 minutes longer than what I'm trying to do here. So I think that's around 40. Nope, not yet. Can barely read that. This is perfect right here. So if I go up here a little, you can't see it yet. But once we go into glide, you'll see red bars at steeper angles. And if you even look at those red bars for more than a second, like if you're angled at them for more than a second, or sometimes even less than a second, you are going to be forced into conventional drives. It's violent. It causes 1 to 2% damage on your hull and all of your modules, which is, not it's minuscule, but it adds up. So this is technically the fastest. Oh no! Now this is technically the fastest at 75% throttle to get to our destination, and it's decelerating me as we get closer to DRP to 2.5 kilometers per second, which is the glide speed of 2,500 meters per second. And then it's gonna pop me into glide. Here we go. Let's see if I can show you those red bars I was talking about. Yep, there they are. In this case, it's at 60. So I could have been even steeper, probably, and succeeded. And again, I'm not docking here, so I don't have any right to be here. But I do want to be in contacts once I get within, I think it's 3.5 or 3 kilometers. Let's see here. Okay, yep, operations terminal. All right, so fire group to all my scanners, analysis mode, deploy, take pips out of engine, put it into sys. Oh boy. So what you're supposed to do is land greater than 3 kilometers away. Get into your planetary, oh shit, I'm going a little fast, eh? Okay, impact. Got it. Full reverse, full reverse. I messed up a little bit. The gravity here is insane. Okay, reverse wasn't working. Yeah, the gravity here is insane, holy cow. So that is a sloppy way of doing it, but as you can see, I didn't take any hull damage. Thankfully, I had shields, and I had 4 pips in the shields, which reduces all incoming damage, including impact. Yeah, so even though I've got 2 bounties from these guys, I'm done. This time, there aren't any spaceships flying after me that I know of. All right, where am I going? L206187. Says a lot about a whole system when the only reason you ever go there is to shoot pirates. Yeah. All right, that is, according to my little thing to the top left of my radar, it's a hollow circle, so I wouldn't be able to see that right now if I wanted to. It's like kind of behind me, so I'm gonna be jumping into Super Cruise first, going away from the planet to get an angle on the next star jump. So once I'm out of orbital cruise, that's what the C stands for, orbital cruise. I think it is. I will then adjust to be able to see line of sight the next star system that I'm jumping to. Right, so switching back to, you know what, I haven't honked. Honking is when you use the Discovery Scanner until it honks. See? Honk. Every time you're in a system, even if you think you've already done it once, you should be honking. Honking, I'm going to go ahead and Y for star jump. Honking is like a ping in a submarine, and it kind of locates at least the locations of, and possibly even getting names of planetary bodies, whether they're stars, planets, moons, asteroid fields. I don't know if it does asteroid fields. Maybe even space stations, since they're orbiting them. I don't know, but to a degree, you're getting some of the local system data, and in some cases, that's all that there is to the system because it's a small system. In other cases, that just gives you the bare minimum. Like, so see how there's still unidentified signal source? First of all, honking's never going to be signal sources. Those aren't achieved by honking. You have to do FSS or look directly at them while you have them targeted. The distance doesn't matter in that case. Also, unexplored. If you see unexplored, that's an object that would be revealed by honking, or you always have to honk when you go into FSS, so I guess, yeah, just by honking. Or again, if you look at it, and in that case, get close enough to it. Gotta go to nav beacon, I think. And I think the number in this particular mission, the number of pirates that I have agreed to massacre, it's literally called massacre, is incredibly high, like 72 or something, so it's gonna take forever. But the reputation payout is pretty high, and that's what I'm going for right now. Nav beacon is a dotted circle, so it's on the other side of the sun. Do not dive through the sun to get to nav beacon. Anytime my Supercruise assist takes over, I throttle down. If anything interrupts my Supercruise assist, it will then come to a stop rather than go back to whatever throttle setting I had before. Most people are at full throttle when they line up, so they'll get like it'll get close enough to the object and it'll realize, oh, there's another object in the way, so then Supercruise assist just deactivates, and then you go full throttle at the object that was in the way, like a planet or something. Or, if you accidentally hit A, it will de-target the thing that you were targeted and Supercruise assisting to, and thus it will deactivate Supercruise assist and resume whatever your previous throttle was. So now I'm targeting the navigation beacon. It knows everything about this system. They almost always exist in a system. If they do, go scan it first thing, typically. Because I'm hunting pirates, 72 of them, yay, they can be anywhere. So there could be plenty of them here, actually. Let's start scanning people. Nope.
Scan detected.
Remember when I said it would suddenly get exciting when I started hunting pirates?
Scan detected.
I meant like when we start shooting pirates. The hunting part, not so exciting. On the bright side, every ship you scan is a chance that you acquire a encoded data material, which is used for engineering. So if ever you start doing engineering, hey, there's a wanted person. Has nothing to do with my mission, but I'll take that. That's money.
Roger that. I'm booting up the fighter. Fighter is prepped. Say the word, Commander.
So I launched my elite AI, and I immediately told it to start attacking that target. And then I'll be in range at 3 kilometers. Go. 4 pips into WEP so that I can shoot all of my guns for a few seconds longer than otherwise. Once their shields are down, I have my kinetic weapons join in, and they're done. if I wanted to take the time to cargo
Can't
scoop,
see any more threats in
or
the area.
if I had a cargo rack and
we can
limpets
salvage from
and
the wreckage.
a collector controller, I could collect the materials. Again, materials are used only for engineering. I'm not doing that right now. I'm just trying to increase my rank in the Federation. So, if I wanted to sacrifice 2 of my... Hey, there's a wanted. If I wanted to sacrifice 2 of
Focusing fire on the primary
my
target.
shield reinforcement packages, Guardian shield reinforcement packages, I could get a small cargo rack and a collector limpet controller of one type or another, and just have them collect the stuff. But I would still have to stay near, or be near, I think it's 1.5 or 2.5 kilometers near, let's say 2.5, the materials as they're collected. So it would still be a noticeable time difference, time efficiency difference between just killing the people for the sake of the bounties. Got it. And there's a wingmate of his that thought he was going to be funny, so let's go
Copy
kill
that.
them.
Select the target. I'll concentrate fire, Commander.
And for clarification, none of these 3 targets that I've been shooting so far have anything to do with the mission. They're just bounties. When you are bounty hunting, as long as it says wanted, you are allowed to kill them without local cops interfering. Oh, they're running away, aren't they? Let's see if I can catch them. My cannon has a long enough range, but
Commander, let's take them
I
out
was just
before
about to
their
say,
flank
they're
goes
far enough
live.
away, I may not even be able to hit them. There they go. That's a federal agent, so he's not going to be wanted.
Glad to
If
get
he
rid of them
was,
when alive,
I should
Commander.
not shoot him. Sometimes you might see cops shooting each other. Do not join in. If a cop ever shoots you, don't fight back.
Scan detected.
You'll just add more and more bounties. More wanted
Copy
people,
that.
but not the
Select
ones
the
for my
target.
mission.
I'll concentrate fire, Commander.
Try to be very vigilant with the distribution of my power distributor clips. Out of range. In range.
That's all of them. I love a skirmish. Don't
Okay,
you,
so at
Commander?
this point, I am convinced that. Let me recall my
Copy,
fighter,
Commander.
retract my
Bring the
stuff.
fighter
come
back
to a
to the
halt.
bay now.
I am convinced that this is going to be one of those things where the only time I meet the mission targets, the specific pirates I'm looking for, is going to be if I go into Super Cruise and go to one of the mission target threat level blah 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 locations. I think it even says in the mission that you can find them at nav beacons or at other popular places like resource extraction sites. And that's true. I have seen that sometimes, but
Retrieval
I
complete.
would have
Ship is
already
locked
seen
down.
one by now. Okay, so into Super Cruise we go. Throttle. Look at navigation. There should be something blue somewhere. There it is. So for clarification, this is technically under this. So this is the closest planetary body to whatever this is. Even though there's ones that look closer, these are not necessarily in the same direction. So that's why that planetary body is blue. All right. So now we're heading towards that mission target, threat level, whatever. There's typically anywhere between 5 and 10 possible targets there each time, and then you fly to the next one, blah, 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 rinse, repeat. So at least 8 repetitions of this part until I finish this mission. But when I get there, there's going to be more than one target. Or there might only be like an Anaconda and possibly 1 or 2 smaller ships with it, but the moment I shoot the Anaconda, a whole bunch of other ships jump in, and they arrive orange on the radar. So depending on how close I am to them, they may not trigger as hostile right away. But the first time that happened to me in Harbinger, oh my goodness, he was in his Crate Phantom 2, and Crate Mark II? Yeah, Crate Mark II. And I was in, I think this Anaconda, I can't remember. As soon as the other ships arrived, they all fired missiles at us, and he didn't have any anti-missile, and he was obliterated very quickly. And I ran away with my tail between my legs, not just because of the missiles, but because of the sheer numbers of them. And we learned that, hey, now whenever you shoot those Anacondas, very quickly something else will come in. So back then when we were in lesser ships, or outfitted versions of those ships, what we did instead is we had our ship-launched fighters piss off the Anaconda while we were far away, and then when the other ships popped in, we attacked the other ships and ignored the Anaconda until last. And I've just run out of drink. Oh. Wait, no, there's some there. Yeah, so anyway, using Super Cruise Assist to get from point A to point B is not the slowest way to get there, but it's not the fastest. It'll always be faster if you do the stuff manually like I normally do. But I was taking a drink break, so let the computer do the work. Because for whatever reason, Super Cruise Assist accelerates slower than if you manually just full throttle. And it starts decelerating way sooner than you have to in order to safely reach your destination. So because of those two reasons, if you're either just trying to be time efficient, or if you're in a hurry, or if you're racing a friend, typically when I'm in a wing, we have friendly races from point A to point B, and you aren't going to win if you're using Super Cruise, unless all 3 of you use Super Cruise and you just happen to be the first person to head that direction. Manual is always going to win over Super Cruise, and noticeably so. It could be 20 to 30 seconds depending on the distance. You'll notice though that it has said 7 seconds away for quite a while now, and that's because at the current speed, which is constantly decelerating, it will take us 7 seconds to get there, and that's constantly true for quite a while. Okay, we've got a lot of targets. Full reverse. Launch fighter.
Roger that. I'm putting up the
Boy.
fighter.
Start scanning people.
Clear of the
Okay,
motion.
I've got an idea.
Ready when you
This
are.
is going to be one of those things where... oh, no, that one actually says Wing of 3. Okay. A Mamba. Oh my god, those are beautiful ships. Something's already shooting me, so I guess I'll just fire back. Yeah, so full reverse was in case they started, shooting at me the moment I get near them, which in this case, yes. So I'm doing 4 pips into WEP, 2 into SIS for incoming damage reduction, until I feel like it might warrant the opposite. And he's out of range.
Copy that. You select the target. I'll concentrate
Oh, he's
fire,
dead.
Commander.
Okay, let's do this one.
Okay, Commander. Focusing my attack on your target.
So the regeneration of my shields, I think, is like 5.1 per second. So unless they're causing more than 5.1 per second after the damage is reduced by having 4 pips in the shields. Wait a minute, did that other guy never actually blow up? Holy shit!
Sure thing. Focusing
Whatever.
fire on the primary
I'll
target.
send my other fighter. I'll send my fighter after him to finish him off. But he was at 0%. He just never blew up. That was. I don't think I've seen that before. Also, the top of my weapons on my right. So you see all my thermal weapons on my right and my kinetic weapons on my left. At the top of my thermal weapons, you'll see kill warrant scanner. I learned long ago that if you group your kill warrant scanner in the same fire group and button as your weapons, it'll just scan while you're shooting. I also over-engineered my kill warrant scanner to finish scanning within 2 seconds instead of the original 10. And out of all those ships that were here that scattered, I got 2. They all just... Damn it, this is going to take forever, isn't it? Now, in all fairness, this is a wing mission, so that's probably why I was expecting you guys to, like, pan out and piss everybody. You know what? I got an idea. For your entertainment, let me recall my fighter.
Roger that. Commencing fighter recovery.
For your entertainment, I am going to, at the next one, piss off everybody at the same time, and then kill them. Hopefully. Or do the math and run away. We'll see what happens.
Fighters locked up tight. Bay is secure.
Charging.
Throttle. So you know which direction you're going. There's no point going fast. All right. Scroll down. Take the next. Oh, at least it's only 2.8 something something, and it's in this direction. Okay. Throttle up. We're gonna do this one manually. So don't actually look at it, because if you do, auto assist will take over, and again, that's much slower. But so what I'm gonna do is right around 10 seconds away, I'm going to look at the target. It'll take 1 to 2 seconds for auto assist to take over and start dethrottling, but it basically guarantees that you're going to stop in time and disengage Super Cruise at the exact right moment. There's a lot of leeway for Super Cruise. It's like 1 megameters distance, which depending on how slow you're going is 2 to 3 seconds. Trying to keep the closest to a straight line to the target. And in order to target a ship while not losing my target of a destination, I hold down A and hit left. I forget if that's default controls. Oh yeah, aim at the target, 7 seconds left, perfect timing. Almost missed it, but perfect timing. All right, so yeah. Whenever I can, I'll scan other ships while I'm doing other kind of travel. Whether it's auto launching, I will go to the contacts menu. Because long before, when you're auto launching, you don't get the radar for a while. So go to contacts, and it'll show you all the contacts, and you can target them here. And if they're in front of you, you can start scanning them. Don't do it now because it'll deselect the Super Cruise. But yeah, always scan the ships whenever you can. Over time, you'll collect so much encoded data material that when it comes time to engineer, that you most of the time will either not have to worry about whether or not you have that, whatever the engineer is asking for, or if they're asking for something you don't have, you can go to an encoded data material trader and trade the stuff you do have for the stuff you need. And material trader, or god damn it, manufactured material is when you blow up ships, and then raw material is when you land on planets, get in your SRV, and collect the material manually. Only other way to get any of those materials is as mission rewards from some missions. Okay, so I'm going to launch this guy. I'm going to leave him in defend mode so he attacks only whoever whoever attacks me. I'm just going to start shooting people. I'm assuming they're all...
Fighters prepped. Say the word, Commander.
He's shot and he's scanned. Next guy, let's go after him over here. Let's make sure he's wanted first. I don't need any more bounties. Yep, go ahead, just shoot him. And I didn't finish scanning him yet. Fuck it, don't care. Who is not pissed at me yet? That guy. That guy's not pissed at me yet. Hi there. Yeah, he's pissed at me now. Okay, who? Yep, one last guy. As you can see, my shields are
Taking
not.
heavy damage, Commander. You may want to help
So
me
I'm just
out.
gonna finish this guy off first, if I can. I'm gonna go ahead and use kinetic from the beginning, just to give me that little extra push on destroying their shields.
Picking up some nasty scars, Commander. Hull's down to 50%. Shields are offline. Need you to watch my back while I get them up and running, Commander.
Thankfully, I have a fighter hangar with 2 fighter bays, but the other fighter I have with me is way less survivable than the one he's already in.
Fight has been obliterated, Commander. Okay, I'm in the hot seat. Initiating deployment. We may have a battle on our hands, Commander. Multiple hostile ships.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Fighter is now
In
active.
certain
Standing by.
systems, cops will actually come and help. So this was actually a very time-efficient way of doing this mission. God, that Vertilance can just fuck. You know what? New target. I don't care. Just that chafe thing and all of my stuff using gimbals or turrets is just so frustrating. My shields are not looking too happy, but the longer I'm here, the more cops will. Well, not more, but the longer the cops actually help. And because they were hostile to me, I think if they blow up, even if a cop kills them, they'll still. If I didn't have over-engineered shields right now, I would already be dead. I just noticed they are level dangerous in combat, which is third at the top. For those elite, deadly, dangerous. I never remember if it's expert, then master, and master and expert. Oh shit, I have almost no shields already. There's really nothing else I can do to improve my shields. But there are enemies blowing up, so maybe I can start recharging faster than I take damage. Somewhere out there, my ship launch fighter is shooting something. Theoretically, it's supposed to only be that which has shot me recently. And since it's not this guy, then it must be someone else. I don't know. That's weird. His shields haven't moved at all. My guy is 1.4 kilometers away. Let's find an enemy that's almost dead. That guy. Oh yeah, he's dead. Okay. Again, hopefully it gives me credit for that. But what I noticed is that it's not popping up with bounty payments. So the ships that are blowing up, either I never completed a kill mark scan, which is true for most of them, or it's been so long since I did that it's not giving me credit for it because the cops did it. It's been so long since I've shot them. So lesson learned, I really do need to scan all of them to have my bounties. To be honest, I was just
Shields are
here
down.
for
Reverting power
reputation
systems.
for federal rank. Super impressed my shields did hang on though. That would have been
This one's
a
trying to
big
get away,
freaking
Commander.
difference if they didn't. Looks like the last time.
Roger that. Commencing fighter recovery.
Looking at what each button does. Now I'm holding down A to see. Yep, knew that. There's B. I knew that. Here's X.
Fighters safely in the hold.
Yep. Y. Oh, toggle my assist. I did have that on there. I haven't used that like ever. So. Okay. That was let's see what that actually did. 12. Oh, okay. So they all did count. Even though I didn't get the bounties for them with the kill warrant scanner, they did count. So, on to the next one. Going to Super Cruise. Once it starts the countdown, dethrottle. Once I get here, go to this screen, find my area. Oh, look at that. It's pretty freaking close. And it's behindish. Behind me. Rotating faster when you have some throttle, but if you're too close to the object, actually, you just end up circling. Nah, we'll do it. See that how it started accelerating right there for no reason? Yeah, that was trying to fuck me over. Trying to punish me for doing it manually. Cycling through the available ships. Any of them that are in front of me, like in a 15-degree cone, I think initially it starts as either 30 or 35 degree, but I've engineered my sensors to be longer range, and therefore my cone is only 15 degrees instead of whatever that other number is supposed to be originally. I can't tell what side of the... Okay, so it's on this side. The quickest way to it is going to be from this angle. The closer you get to a planetary body, not the asteroid field, but the planetary body, the slower your maximum speed is. So there's a happy medium between coming in perpendicularly towards the planet, but without hitting the asteroid field. And full reverse, launch fighter. There's the one that survives.
Okay, I'm in the hot seat. Initiating deployment.
Weapons. Let's start with something small. What's that? Oh yeah, we're starting with that guy.
Clear of the mothership. Ready when you are.
Fully scanned. Next. Fully scanned. Next. Fully scanned. Next. Okay, I'm just gonna assume these ones
We may
are
have a battle on
fully
our hands,
scanned.
Commander.
Next.
Multiple hostile ships.
Scan. Next. 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 Way the fuck out there.
Okay, Commander. Focusing my attack on your target. Shields are offline. Need you to watch my back while I get them up and running, Commander.
So even though the kill warrant scanner is scanning again, it doesn't mean that it didn't already. It just... Can't get that guy. Okay, just... Who's nearby? I'll take this guy. And I may not... Oh, I was just about to say, I may not get police assistance, but now I see all the greens on the radar. Every time they use chaff, whatever, it makes me offensively useless for a few seconds. I always try to boop them because I'm the heavier of the two. It causes a ton of damage to them without causing too much to me. Speaking of which, my shields are not happy right now, so I might have to run away. We'll see. I am definitely going to be shieldless here in a second. The amount of incoming damage is not reducing fast enough for me to maintain my shield. It's like 2 seconds, 1. Still have some technically. And there they go. Okay, so now it's just hull. Just got to keep an eye on that. They still can't hit me with missiles, but the incoming amount of damage... Nope, I'm out. I'm leaving. I definitely bit off more than I can chew. Oops. I'll be leaving behind my ship launch fighter, but that's okay. I don't think I destroyed any. Okay, so 4 pips into let's recharge my web capacitor first. Now 4 pips into shield. Blah. Let's look over here at transactions. Yeah, I didn't get a single kill. Okay. Well, lesson learned. There's a limit. I mean, I knew there was a limit, but that went way poorly compared to last time. So now I've got to go someplace to repair my hull. What is the closest thing with a large landing pad? This guy. Sure. Directly behind me.
Shields online.
Shields are only just now back online. And in Super Cruise, they charge a lot faster. Oh, I can use full throttle. So I'm going to be landing at a player-owned fleet carrier. And this player could be playing on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC. They are the location data is cross-platform, even if the players can't cross-platform. It was right there the whole time. I'm so stupid. Okay, so I've got auto assist, and then as soon as I dock on this thing and go underneath repair, I need to take a quick break. I'm not going to stop the stream. I'm just going to step away for a minute. Oh, not now. Damn it. Fine. I'm going to try to escape this. And he's wanted, so he's gonna attack me. Alright, not
Roger that.
unless he's
I'm booting up the fighter.
mission target.
Fighter is prepped. Say the word, Commander.
So he hasn't started shooting me yet, but I'm ready to defend myself if he does. Nah, he's not coming after me.
Copy, Commander.
Right.
Bringing the fighter back to the bay now.
You know what?
Down.
Fuck it. Be right back.
Got it. Turning on 2 lights.
And I'm back. Had to let somebody in downstairs. Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. Hey Google, please turn off all lights.
Okay, turning 2 lights on.
So yeah, true story. One thing I've noticed about this game is that if you're going to be interdicted, it's most likely to happen within 10 seconds away from your destination. Dock. Auto dock is not perfect. Sometimes you catch it trying to kill you, but yeah, it's convenient. Use it. And manually docking, almost always faster than auto dock, but barely. Not worth the risk. Also, whenever you're auto docking and you collide with something, you don't appear to get fined for it. Oh good, my battery controllers are low. Let's see if I have it. Yep. Swapping out battery controller. Controller battery? Controller battery. And I'm back.
Docking confirmed. Engines shutting down.
Okay.
Carrier commander.
307,000 worth of damage. Doubt I need anything else here. Now I got lucky. Not all carriers have all services available, and depending on your galactic power affiliation, whether it's Federation, Alliance, Empire, just depending on several factors, you may not be privy to even the simplest things such as repair, refuel, restock. And depending on what they have in stock, you may not be able to restock missiles if you were using missiles. That happened to my buddy a lot. So yeah, it just depends on what they had. And as you can see, there's a tariff there. So they made 4% on me refueling here. They profited 4% on the amount. So that's one of the ways to recoup your operating costs as a fleet carrier. God, who am I kidding? If I'm talking to you about fleet carriers, first of all, $5 billion is the purchase cost for a fleet carrier. It goes to a person, not a squadron. It would be so much cooler if it went to a squadron. They wanted that from the beginning, and they still don't have that. This game is from 2014. I don't remember when they added fleet carriers, but since the beginning, people wanted it to be associated to squadrons, not a single person, and yet they still have it only a single person. The carrier itself exists in all platforms, so players from all platforms can dock with, and you know, you can profit off of them. That's pretty cool. But yeah, only the one person is in charge of the carrier. And I don't remember if a squadron can make a carrier their home technically. And you know what? No. So it's the owner of the carrier can say only my squadron or only my friends can land here. I do remember that. But I just remembered when I set up my squadron, it never asked for a location, I don't think. It only asked for a galactic power, a faction, and one other thing I can't remember. But that's only 10 million to set up a squadron. Yeah, I'm done here. Okay. Auto launch. And for some, see, on the carriers, you don't have to go down, rotate 180 degrees, and go back up, which makes sense because you're out in free space. Inside of a starport, you do, which makes sense because you have to aim towards the exit. But then when you're on planetary bases, why? Why did you make me go down and then go back up again? Makes no sense. And I'm mass locked on the carrier still. So let me get 2.5 kilometers away from it. Oh, I'm already 4. What the hell? Oh, I'm mass locked on something else maybe. I ran around 5. Brakes, find out where my nearest thing is. When you go into a mission target area and then leave, it may no longer be at that location anymore. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends on what it is. So this one, yeah, probably. It's on the other side of this planet, so I got to orbit. Oh, it's way the fuck over there. So yeah, it's not in the same location it was a minute ago. I'm gonna keep going this way until my speed gets way up there. The gravitational pull of that planet. Yep, that's good. So yeah, the reason why this says threat level 4 is because on average, the combat level of each ship is around level 4, whereas level 6 is elite. So it's not expecting you to pick a fight with all of them like I did the last 2 times at the same time. It's expecting you to fight 2 or 3 at a time and then move on to the other ones if they didn't already run away. And again, this is supposed to be a wing mission, so there's supposed to be up to 4 of you in your own ships, just doing everything. And yeah, me doing it solo is not recommended, even at threat level 4, because it's either going to cause you to run away with the tail between your legs like I just did, or it's going to take forever like the first time where I killed only 2 of them out of 10, I think. So I think what I'll do this time is I'll start scanning them. No, I got to pick a fight with one of them first. It doesn't matter. Because if I take the time to scan all of them, they'll each have gotten far enough away from each other, but that by the time I start fighting them, I'll only get 2 of them. That's what happened the first time. So I'll just shoot the first one I see, I guess, and go organically from there. But I am going to assume that every ship in here is wanted, which means it's safe for me to shoot. And because this is a mission target area, I'm going to assume they're mission targets, so I'm not even going to wait for the scan data to finish before I start shooting them. There's a mission target right there. Here's the thing. If your mission target is 1 of 1, yeah, go ahead and interdict them if you have an interdictor installed. If it's 1 of 72, don't bother interdicting. Go to the mission target area where there's like 10 of them, shoot as many as you can, and then leave. Because interdicting versus 10 possible targets, it's 1 versus 10. It's not time efficient to interdict. Deploying fighter.
Copy. I'm deploying the fighter.
Let's start with a little guy, shall we? Are my weapons deployed? Nope. And he's already shooting me, so that... Yeah, he's finished.
Looks like we got
Kill
more
him.
than one target to contend with, Commander.
That's a dangerous level Imperial Eagle, so... Yeah. The combat rank of an enemy AI ship definitely matters on how long it's going to take for you to kill them. If that was just a harmless Imperial Eagle, it would have been incinerated in 2 seconds. And this time, again, I've just left
Taking
my
some heavy blows, Commander. We need to return fire.
AI on defend, so he's attacking at his discretion anyone who has shot at me. So, not necessarily hostile, but just specifically shot at me. And those missiles aren't actually impacting with me. My point defense turrets are shooting them down just before they reach me. But missiles can impact my ship launch fighter when he's far enough away that my point defense turrets aren't shooting down those missiles. Because I'm mostly certain that my point defense turrets will shoot down missiles and explosions even if they're heading towards my ship launch fighter, as long as they're in range. When you go to do Guardian module stuff, like when you're hunting for the blueprints for Guardian modules, you're going to be planetary, and you're going to be at these sites that have Guardian... Wow, I forgot the name of them. They're little flying, floaty things. They're not human skiffs. They're skimmers. They're Guardian Sentinels. There we go. That's the word. Anyway, these Guardian Sentinels will shoot at you with basically the same thing that your SRV has, but they will also sometimes fire missiles at you. Is that a... Yeah, let's just go after that. And if you are within 2.5 kilometers of your landed ship, and that landed ship has at least 1 point defense turret on it, it will try to, and most likely, shoot down those missiles before they have any negative effect on you and your SRV. Point defense turrets for the win when it comes to anti-explosions. They'll shoot down mines, they'll shoot down missiles. I forget what else there might be out there, but they'll probably shoot those down too. So this time I barely got hit, and the cops have definitely helped, but I think I've only got 4 so far out of 10. So it's a toss-up. Do you want to definitely survive and definitely get 4 kills? Or do you want to risk it and try to get all 10? Out of the 2 times that I tried risking it, 1 time it paid off, and it was close. I almost lost shields. And the other time it didn't pay off. I didn't get any kills before I had to run away.
Roger that, Commander. Let's bring the fighter back
So let's
home.
see where we're at. I had 12. Oh, okay, so I got 5. Gonna take a while. You know what would make more sense, since I got 6 days on this and sometimes my wing is online, would be for me to turn in these other ones, grab whatever else, and then do those instead. So, yeah, let's do that. Galaxy bookmarks. Carlson Ring.
Fighters locked up tight. Bay is secure.
Frameshift drive charging.
So if you haven't noticed by now, there's almost always a small circle at the top left of the radar at the bottom. And that small circle, if populated, is pointing to a location inside that system or the direction of the system you are targeted to jump to next. Either way, you use that to determine where it is and which way to look to see it. So this particular station has a few benefits for me. One, the controlling faction of that station, LSE 239 Net Commodities, is the faction that my squadron is associated with, which means that they also have the same, when it comes to Federation, Empire, or Alliance, they are Federation. That matches. And more specifically, there's Zachary Hudson, the galactic power, who is Federation. And that matches. So it matches the Federation, the galactic power, Zachary Hudson, and the faction, LSE 239 Net Commodities, whatever. Until recently, this system was controlled by Zachary Hudson, but through power play, it lost control. Interestingly, no one has taken control since, and so it's just an uncontrolled system. So I don't get the benefits of, in Zachary Hudson's case, 20% off weapon purchases. But that's really about it, I think. Okay, so let me see here. How do I... And again, auto dock for the win. Holy cow. Can't stress that enough. Especially in these bigger ships.
Landing gear deployed.
Contact. Ship is locked down.
Why can't I find... Okay. Always refuel, always restock. And if you're OCD like me, always integrity and paint. Mission board. Complete. Go into reputation. Complete. Reputation. Almost got me on that one. And that was for LSE 239 Netcoms commodity. Okay, so I was mispronouncing the name of it. Reputation. And Federation. Reputation. And reputation. Alright, that's it for completed missions. Before we go out of the screen, let's look at the ones that I want to do. Economic data acquisition, maybe. What is that? Okay. I think I'll try that one. Some of these you actually have to get into an SRV in order for it to allow you to target the damn thing. The ones that say planetary scan job, yeah. Unless you have an SRV and you plan on doing it that way, don't grab one of those. Nope. Empire, unless it's just handing over money for reputation. I'm not worried about that right now. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for them. Let's look at... Okay, 43% Lieutenant Commander, 5% Lord. Oh, that'd be hilarious if I could engineer my advanced docking computer. Or my fighter hangar. God, I can't wait. Like, if you could just customize your own fighters, that would be cool. Like, not that there aren't great choices right now, but it's like combination weapons, you know, one beam laser, one multi-cannon. Give me a chaff launcher on that one. Oh yeah. So I forgot to collect bounties locally, so I don't mind doing that with a 25%. Oh yeah. If you're gonna pay off a bounty of any kind, don't do it in the authority contact and then go to prison. That's a waste of time. Go to an interstellar factor that's nearby, probably, and pay 25% more, and just wipe it out of your record. So yeah, okay. So that one. Some of these I would collect locally, so I'm not going to take the 25% hit on that. So I'm just gonna, the ones that I know I'm not going to collect locally, I'll take the 25% hit on. So two of them, and it was such a minuscule amount, I may as well have just done it. Whatever. Okay, Universal Cartographics. I don't think I have anything new. No. Okay. I'm done here. I didn't add any new. Oh, I did add one. Let's look at that. That is an LFT 1300. That's pretty much it. Okay.
Ship detach complete. Clear for departure.
Oh yeah, so even though it's already got the radar there, you would just do this until you found one that was in front of you like this one, and then just let it go the whole time while you're auto launching. Most of the time these guys are already scanned, So I lost target on that guy before I got to where I needed to be, and yeah, okay. So yeah, I got 2 more. Could have gotten probably 4. It just depends on the timing of it all. It ends up adding up. Like even this Anaconda's not as fully modified as it could be through engineering. Like there's still some improvements I could make if I had the high grade materials. So like if I took the time and did like, if I landed on a planet, did a whole bunch of SRV collecting of raw materials, yeah, I could probably continue to improve my engineering on these things. And I should. I really, really should. I'm not going to do that while I'm streaming probably, just because, oh, trust me, that is one of the most boring things ever. Both doing it and watching it. Like, congratulations, you landed on this planet. Oh, hey, now you're in an SRV. Now, don't die.
Incoming mission critical message.
Mission critical message. Gentle Depot. Well, I hope you're gentle. If you use Super Cruise Assist on a planetary body, including stars, when you get close, it will orbit. So whether I had targeted the planet that Gentle Depot was on or Gentle Depot itself and done Super Cruise Assist, it'll get close and then it will start to orbit. It won't run into it. But it won't automatically land to it either. Completely understandable, especially since, well, first of all, if you just targeted the planet, it would just randomly land somewhere. No, they're not going to do that. Not close enough to see the planetary it's on to determine which orientation I should be using. So, once we get close enough, we'll figure that out. Dethrottle down to 75%. Should probably go a little bit slower than that, actually. Okay, so there's the body, planetary body we're about to land on. It's too far away to determine exactly which side I'm going to be on. So when those concentric circles are coming out of it, where they first touch is probably the answer. So like right here. Oh, the opposite of that, I'm sorry. Because of course I am. You know what? I'm going to dethrottle and say hi. What is it? Cobra. And it's wanted. It's not even a mission target of any kind. It's just like, hey, so if you don't do anything and you have nothing for value or of value in your cargo hold, your cargo rack, it'll just leave you alone and go away. It will inconvenience you, but it'll go away. Or you can blow it up. But some of them, depending on the situation, especially if you turn to face them and or deploy your hard points and or try to run right away, they will attack you regardless. But most of them, just sit there. In the top left, you'll see them say something like, "Oh, you don't have anything of value. My kids are going to go hungry tonight." It's like, all right, pirate, I feel bad for you, darn.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So it's on the opposite side from where the circles touch first. Which is here? Yeah, somewhere around here. Alright, line up with it. Damn it. Alright, go a little bit of ways. There we go. Now come directly at it. Because unless you actually do what you're supposed to do, which I don't, and look at the planet information. Common. Oh, it's not even here. It's here. There we go. That'll tell you the... Where is it? There. The gravity is 0.05 gravity of what we're used to. The mass is incredibly small compared to Earth. So if you were nerdy enough, no shame there, you could look at that first and determine what is likely your sharpest angle, and sometimes you even have to go slower than 75% throttle, otherwise you overshoot it. And do this thing. Try to assume where 40 is. It's right there. We're just going to get it right around 40. Fuck it, right there. That timer is not getting any smaller. That 12 seconds. So, like, we're still being forced to decelerate because we're getting closer to the planet. But also... Okay, I need to aim at it now. And if you cut your engines too much, like this, like if I cut completely on the engines, yeah, we're going to decelerate to 2.5 a lot sooner and smoother. But do we still get the glide? Let's find out. In this case, yes. And again, because we're not supposed to be here, we're not going to be doing any kind of like docking. And because I don't have a planetary hangar with me at the moment, we're also not going to be... crap, there's... Sidewinder, not worried about that. What's that guy? Adder. Okay, just those two. Once we get close enough, I'll target the terminal that I need to target. There it is. No, there it isn't. Oh, I didn't have the right thing targeted. There we go.
You have entered a trespass zone.
Okay, let's hurry up and get there. I've taken all 4 pips out of engine so that my adjustments are very minute and non-drastic. And sometimes you have to come at this from like directly above it. The longer you spend in a trespass zone and the closer you get to the center of it is the sooner you get the bounty for it. Fuck. The ship is so big, and even though there's very little gravity on this place, it's hard to do stuff with.
Bounty incurred.
Yep, I already got the bounty. Got to get it to 100 meters. My nose is 88 meters long, so imagine how difficult this is. There we go. Start scanning. Only if you see the progress on the data link scanner is it working. Complete.
Critical message.
Reverse thrusters. Put away hard points. So even though the people are hostile here and I should be getting shot at any moment now, I've already done the hard part. Okay, let's get somewhere near 90.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2,
So if you get a smaller sized ship, that kind of thing is easier, but you're also more likely to take a lot of damage to the point where it's like, uh-oh, I might die. So I'm already just going to head back to the pirate killing thing. May as well. Oh, yeah, I'm not out of orbital yet. Oops. And the tiny circle in the top left of my radar tells me that my destination is behind me, above. It's basically literally right above me. And so even though the planet's not technically in the way, until you're out of orbital cruise, you could be causing more thermal than usual by engaging your frameshift drive. One time I was overheating to like 130%. And I was just like, what's going on? Why is this happening? Oh, another thing I wanted to mention. If you do not have a... What's the name of the module? The actual name. If you do not have a Super Cruise Assist module active, and you arrive at a star doing a star jump, it will remember whatever your throttle was and plow you into that star. You're welcome. So, either the moment it starts doing the countdown 4, 3, 2, 1 to jump to a star, either then dethrottle and or always have a Super Cruise Assist module active, even if you're not planning on using it. So that's funny that those are actually related. It said I have a mission. God damn it, I gotta go to the nav beacon. Or, you know what? Fuck it. So this is called FSS, Full System Spectrum Scan, so technically FSSS. And when I'm holding down A here, I'm literally doing the same thing as a honk. So if you honk first, you can skip that step. So now on the bottom here, there's different frequencies. All of the signal frequencies are going to be from like here to the left, right? So this area here is just going to be signals. It's not going to be physical things. Everything else is going to be physical things. Usually similar types. So like all planets of this type are going to be right here. All planets of this type are going to be right here. Blah, 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 right? Okay, so what we're looking for is definitely frequency, or signal. So we're just doing this, and the one we're looking for is actually specifically yellow. So we're going to look and see. Yep. There it is. So now, when I go over here, one that I looked at, bing, huzzah. That was way quicker than flying to the nav beacon, scanning the nav beacon, and wondering if I got the right information, then going back out into Super Cruise, blah, blah, blah. This is way easier. And I'm going to let Super Cruise do its thing. I'm de-throttling just in case. If you know, you know. Okay, so anyway, units of distance in space. A megameter is 1,000, or sorry, 1 million? 1 million meters. Pretty sure. 300 megameters equals 1 light second, because you're about to see 0.1 light seconds turn into 30 megameters. Here it comes. Boom. Okay, so 300 megameters equals a light second. Obviously, 60 light seconds in a light minute, 60 light minutes in a light hour, and so on until you get to a light year.
Copy. I'm deploying the fighter.
Okay, I guess we'll go after that Eagle post.
Looks like we got more than one target to contend with, Commander. Shields are down. Can you keep them off me while I regenerate, Commander?
Target shields offline.
Shields are down. Rerouting power to systems. Hull is at 50. I'm trying to contain the damage, Commander.
So even though there sounds like panic in Lindsay's voice there, he's holographically projected into that ship launch fighter from his seat next to him. But it's quicker and simpler to just refer to it as a piece of.
Shields are down. Rerouting power to systems.
And
Fighter destroyed. I hope your
as
insurance
soon as
is
I
up
blow
to
up
date,
this
Commander.
guy,
Copy that. Going live. Stand by. Looks like we got more
what
than
did I
one
just
target
target?
to
Where
contend
is it?
with, Commander.
There it is.
Fighter is prepped. Say the word, Commander.
Again, I've changed a lot of my default controls, so if I say something that's a control and it doesn't sound right, it's because I've changed it and I forgot it wasn't default. But like when I'm targeting the next thing that is hostile to me, I'm holding down A and hitting down on the D-pad to target the next one, and it arbitrarily chooses the next one as far as I can tell. I don't know what kind of
This one's trying to get away,
system.
Commander.
There we go. I was about to say, how do I get those other guys to get pissed off at me? Well, I just got near them and that worked. So this one worked out. I'm getting more than 4 kills this time.
Repeat. Target destroyed.
Roger that, Commander. I'm moving into attack.
Target shields offline.
Alright, my shields are going to be fine with only one of them left. I may as well put 4 pips in the weapon. Allows me to shoot more beams and for longer before they either overheat or run out of capacitor.
Target destroyed.
Ready to bring the fighter back.
See how
to
many
ship,
we got
Commander.
that time. What did we have last time? 17? Okay, so we got 8. I'll take that. And since money's not really the issue right now, I've got an idea for the next one. It's a really, really risky
Fighter
idea,
safely
but
in the hold.
not even going to say what it is first. I'm just going to
Frameshift
try and do it.
charging.
check the 2800 light seconds. Let's do this manually. So I've got full shields, right? This ship is outfitted in such a way that the modules, like there's no oh shit button. Like in my Alliance Crusader, I've got an oh shit button that fires a shield cell bank, a heat sink, and a chafe, whatever you call it, all at the same time. Which, you know, if you time it just right, it recharges your shields, which causes heat. It takes that heat, and instead of damaging you, it ejects it. And since you now have no thermal, nothing can target you for the next 3 seconds unless they're close enough. And it launches chafe, so anything using gimbals and turrets to try to target you can't hit you or have to dummy fire. It's a great oh shit button, right? Well, in this build, instead of having an oh shit button, I have just incredibly powerful shields. They're boosted a ton. They've got 70% thermal resistance instead of negative 20%. So it's really just a consistent, like, am I going to survive this? No, the rate's going down too quick or whatever. But what I'm about to do makes this easier because I don't have to worry about my elite AI pilot stupidly using consumables in the wrong way, such as missiles or heat sinks or shield cell, whatever, right? What I'm going to do, as I've revealed sort of, is I'm going to hop in my Taipan ship launch fighter and let Lindsay, the elite AI crew member, fly the mothership Anaconda while we're killing things and see. And he's probably not going to be kill warrant scanning them either, by the way. So that's why I was worried about the bounties. Yes, I'm still going to get bounties for killing them, but because he's probably not going to use the kill warrant scanner, even though it's grouped with the lasers, we're probably not going to get that extra 20 to 30% money from the bounties by doing this method. So I guess let's find out. There's not really going to be any way to tell if he's using the kill warrant scanner because I've already accrued some bounties. If I had just come back from cashing in all the bounties, there would have been a way to tell. Okay, so I'm deploying me. Oh god, I haven't flown a ship launch fighter in forever.
Go for fire deployment.
And it's fixed AX1 multi.
We may have a battle on our hands, Commander. Multiple hostile ships.
Alright. So I'm going to let him just defend himself while I try to fight this guy. I've got to line up with this thing in order to aim correctly. I might get blown up right away. How about I just fly around? Yeah, they are. Yeah, I'm about to get blown up. So, this ship should have a secondary fire. Yeah, I blew up. Damn it! Okay, so, true story, I suck at ship launch fighter. Didn't really remember that until just now. Oh shit, yeah, he had pips in the engine. See how he was fucking that up? Alright, now I know not to trust him. Did he say full breach? What?
Roger that. I'm booting up the fighter. Looks like we got more than one target to contend with, Commander.
Look at him.
Fighter's prepped. Say the word, Commander.
Guy's too far away. Where's this guy? Fuck, who's that guy? That's a cop. Okay. Too far away. I feel lost right now. I'm sorry, everybody. So what I used to do back in the day when I was flying my Alliance Crusader is I used to just let my crew member fly the Alliance Crusader, tell him to go attack something. But that's when it was like resource extraction site. So at most I'm fighting anywhere between 1 and 4 ships, and I know the fight that I'm getting into, and like they're not just a whole ton of ships coming at me, bro. That guy booped to death. Nice, love it. Okay, where's that guy? So if and only if there's no real risk of dying, should I put Lindsay in charge of my mothership? Because yeah, he can effectively and efficiently kill things, but I don't know if he's going to use the kill warrant scanner, and he's going to put pips in the engine during battle, which is almost never the correct answer, unless you're a really, really tiny ship and you're trying to outmaneuver somebody. You should have all 4 pips into WEP, unless you're getting hit, and then you should have all 4 pips into SIS and 2 in WEP.
Ready to bring the fighter back to the ship, Commander.
All right, so we were at 25, 30, so we only got 5. I still want to do that test to see if he can cash in, or if he will use the kill warrant scanner. So, in order to test that, I would either have to
We're good to go.
write down all of these numbers, right? Because the only one, whatever the highest payout is around here, let's see where, that one, 2 point whatever mil, that's the one that you get. And then all these others are here only because of using the kill warrant scanner. And even if they only add like another million or something, that's something, right? And then I also have a 1400. That was for the planetary thing I did. So yeah, I'm just going to go back to Carlson Ring and Daha Dedi and cash everything in. And then the next time I come out here, I'll give him control. And then I'll look and see if there's only one bounty rewarded, or if there's more than one. But it really pisses me off that he used engine during battle.
Frameshift drive charged.
He's elite, damn it. Give him this beautiful Anaconda with engineered stuff. Okay, great, man. Your only choices are whether or not you shoot something, and if you remember to put 4 pips into shields. That's it. Those are your 2 choices. And you fuck that up by putting 2 pips in the engine. Why? You're getting shot by 16 different things. Okay, 10. 10 different things at once. And you have not 4 pips in assists? What? Even with Super Cruise Assist, I think I may have overshot this. Let's see what happens. Because I thought I went slow enough at 7 seconds, but then I looked back up when I engaged Super Cruise, it was at 5. And I don't think 5 seconds is within range of stopping in time. Let's see. Yeah, let's find out. Super Cruise Assist is active. Is it going to rip me out? Is it going to work? Or is it going to blow right past it? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, this might work. Yeah. What's funny is I think the only reason that worked is because I had to get closer to that planet to get to my destination, and that actually reduced my maximum speed.
Delay Golf Lima Delta. Station services are prepped for your arrival. Greetings, Commander. Request approved. You are clear for approach to pad 2-4. Clear for automated approach vectoring.
Landing gear deployed.
Blocking bait access is the crime. Annihilation. Make way.
Contact. Ship secured.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and redeem everything from here, because even the two, this one and this one that I could get from Eddington Refinery, that's like minuscule.
Incoming message.
Okay, so do.
Fly responsibly. Ensure you complete docking procedures within your allotted time window.
Huh. I'm assuming I have to be an Alliance-controlled system to cash that in, so that's gonna be a while. And then urgent kill order. May as well do that one first. That'll be a good test for him to use the kill warrant scanner as well, because if that guy is wanted, not just mission target. Yeah, let's do that.
The access corridor is designated as a no stop. Using lethal force.
Alright, so immediately go to contacts and start highlighting people. Oops, until it starts scanning them. Okay, I no longer have an angle on that guy. That guy went out of angle.
Restraints retracted.
You just keep going through them until you got nothing. And then once you get to about this point here, you should get a radar. Yeah, so then you can just do it the old-fashioned way. As you can see, that guy is flying into my radar range, or the cone in front of me. And nobody else anywhere near my cone needs scanning. That guy's way the hell over there. So yeah, I'm good. Oh, that's not the one I was thinking of doing. I guess they're both in the same system. Well, again, nav beacon's not necessary if... Well, first of all, I'm going to honk, as you should always do when you first enter a system, even if you think you've been there. Then I'm going to go to FSS, which is already acknowledging that I can skip the honk part. Now I'm just looking for the orange signals, which it may not have any, depending on how I'm supposed to find my targets. Ah, crud. Alright, let me zoom in on all of these just in case they're bunched and that's why I can't find it. Signal sources do not count towards universal cartographic data. So it does not help increase the value of your universal cartographic when you go to sell it. It doesn't count towards whether or not the system scan is complete. So if ever you're trying to do universal cartographic or up your exploration rank, any of this stuff on the left side here of this frequency is not going to help towards that. Right, there's something right there. But it does label everything in your navigation panel. So that's, I don't know, useful depending on how often you're in that system. And as you can see, there's not really anything on this part being found because honking did most of that. Alright, let's get away from this orbit. Go blindly out here. Oh, there's something. Oh, look at that. That was a fleet carrier falls under signal. I forgot about that. Sometimes there's other things on the opposite side. Yeah, I think there was one right here. Oh. Sometimes there's things on the opposite side of the star where you are, so just go out of FSS and move, 90 degrees around the star and then go back in FSS and that should clear it up. Well, shit. Is this another one of those things where I had another jump to do? Nope. Did I just come to the wrong one? Is that what happened? Okay, so economic isn't the urgent kill order. Oh! Okay. So see that second line? Interact with the hub access terminal data link at blah 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 to find your target's location. Yeah, I forgot. Urgent kill orders have that step. Assassinations don't. So that was my fault. I should have just... Well, now everything in my navigation panel is labeled. So, yay. But really, I'm doing one of those boring planetary things, interacting with the terminal, and then after I interact with the terminal and it will tell me exactly where that guy is. Fine, whatever. Just in case I get attacked on the way there. Let's do this. There we go. Get it at the edge. I really should look up that term to see if I'm getting it right or wrong. Alright, now I can go out here. 75% throttle. This feels like a pretty big planet.
Orbital flight engaged.
I'm also looking at the timer at the destination. See, I was counting down still. If it gets too low, then that means I'm going too fast or I'm already too close, so I should just dive. The minimum distance to the surface is also based on how big the actual planet is, or whatever the surface is. So DRP is not always at the same distance from the surface. So in this case, it's, I don't know, 80? No, lower than that. So compare the distance to the target with the distance of DRP, and that's how efficient we got. So DRP was at 35, distance was at 45, so that was pretty darn efficient. A difference of only 10 kilometers. So it's a triangle where one side is 10 kilometers, the other side is 45 kilometers, and then the long side, the hypotenuse, is 55, whatever. So it's a pretty steep dive, very efficient. Go me. Okay. Now I just need to find... Damn it. That.
Cannot comply.
Why am I not stopping? Do not land. I'm using vertical thrusters to try to prevent me from squishing the thing on the surface, but that's still not helping. I still tapped it. Like, how did I fuck that up so badly? Okay. So it is right over here. Isn't it? Nope, it is behind me. Shit. The longer I'm here, the more I'm trespassing. Wait, I don't think I'm getting a trespassing warning. Interesting. There it is. Oh shit, 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 shit. I forgot. When you're pointing at a planet, you're likely to go into the planet. Even if you were hovering fine just a second ago. And like right now, I'm full reverse and nothing is happening. Yeah, this is broken. Okay. So don't point down. My bad. Sorry. But I do need to get close to this guy right here before I can scan it. Right there. Damn it, damn it, damn it. And it keeps waving around. Did I get it? I got it. Okay, so vertical up. 4 pips into engine so that the vertical thrusters have more power. Full power forward. Retract. And you may not know, but shields have a huge impact on whether or not impacts damage you at all, or your hull. Like it goes through your shields first, it actually does. Okay, if anything's chasing me, it's taking forever. So, Nimihai? Sounds like the name of somebody in the Book of Mormon. Nope. Yep. Target that. Can I make that jump? No, it's directly behind me in the planet. So going to Super Cruise first.
4, 3, 1. Engage.
can do is, it's kind of to my left, like it's behind me and to my left. Once I get out of orbital, I can start to rotate. And like if it was like, oh, sorry. If the destination was like peaking just over the horizon there, yeah, I could then turn and hit Y even though I wasn't fully out of atmosphere. But it's not. So now that I'm out of orbital, and the way that my windshield works, it's easier to just do it this way. Let me make sure I'm actually lined up with it. Yeah, it's to my left. Okay. So then I can do this. I'm going to see it out my left side window first. There it is. Planet's still technically in the way. And now we're clear. So I'll just keep rotating. Actually, it's probably, even in Super Cruise, it's probably still faster to do pitch than it is yaw. Yes, it is.
Frameshift drive charging.
That's weird to me, that even in Super Cruise, it's faster to do pitch than yaw. It should be the same. And vertical thrusters don't work in Super Cruise.
Objective detected. Incoming mission critical message.
Shipping lane, A4 to blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it knew what system he's in, but it still didn't tell me exactly where. So I can use the nav beacon. Or, and hear me out, we can do FSS again. Maybe. Maybe this will work. So we're gonna scan around for signals. There's a whole bunch of white ones. I'm looking for an orangish yellow one. What's misleading is that the orangish yellow one might be hiding in a group with other white ones, and so you actually have to go into the groups. Fine, let's do that. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Lucky for me, it was the first one I looked at. Okay. A4, there he is. And it's over there. $49,000 light seconds. We are definitely doing this manually. So Super Cruise Assist would probably take 5 minutes to get there. Manually, 3. Let's find out. So I don't have my interdictor on me now, but if I did, I could do that right there. My mission target is right there. I could interdict them. So if you're ever hunting, whether it's assassinate, find them, such as a mission target area. And he's way closer than that mission target area. He's 441 light seconds away as compared to 48,000 light seconds away. And even though he's actually gaining distance from me. Yeah, don't have my interdictor. Oops. No idea what that noise was. Also, he's in a wing of 3, so if you interdict him, within a few seconds after interdicting him, his wingmates will pop in. Could be 3 seconds, could be 10 seconds, could be 20 seconds. It just depends. It's just like when you're in a wing with your buddies. You get an alert that lets you know when one of your buddies is getting interdicted and who, and you can quickly target your buddy and turn on wingman nav lock and head in their direction. And if you time it just right, you can drop out as quickly as 1 second after they did to the same location. Ooh. Okay, so maybe 3 minutes was a little optimistic and manual. And in Super Cruise, it doesn't matter how many pips you have in engine or WEP. Just SIS helps your shields recharge faster. That's it. It's the only power distributor thing that matters in Super Cruise. I tell you what, if you're in a hurry and you see a mission target area that's, let's say, more than 20,000 light seconds away, probably be quicker for you to just go back to base and get an interdictor, or depending on what it is that you're supposed to do there, it'd be quicker to just abandon the thing and do something else instead. I've had them 500,000 light seconds away, and I'll tell you, that's 20 minutes. Even manually, that's 20 minutes. It's insane. You know what, let's go ahead and do the math here. Earlier I was talking about distance conversions, meters, megameters, light seconds. So let's go to calculator. Try to keep that near. So we got 300 megameters equals a light second. Well, 300 megameters is 300,000 million? Yeah, kilometer is 1,000 meters, megameter is 1,000,000 meters, so million. Okay. And that's 1 light second. So that's 300 million meters is a light second. Times 60 is a light minute. That's 18 billion, sorry, billion. Times 60 is a light hour. Now we're getting into exponents. Times 24 is a light day. Times 365.25 is a light year. So, wow. Okay, 9.46728 to the exponent of 15. That's how many meters a light year is. But hey, we're almost there. I usually start with 4 pips in SIS, because until I have my target and until I've got my hard points deployed and I'm looking at my target, I have no need for pips into weapon. I think it's kind of funny that I'm arriving at the mission target threat where this guy is before he is. Like, I'm getting there first and then not technically waiting for him, because the moment I drop out, he's already going to be there. It's just how it is. It's almost like there's 2 copies of him. One at the mission target area and one floating around in Super Cruise. see, he dropped out already. Because I was going to use this.
Detected.
Copy that. Going live. Stand by.
Alright, he's likely the one in the middle.
Fighter
Already
online.
shooting at
Ready
something.
to go.
Yep, that's him. Why weren't my hard points deployed? There's one cop nearby, and that might be who they're shooting at.
Copy that. Use it. I'll concentrate fire, Commander.
I'm trying to keep my center dot near that small circle. Circles there. If there's a dot in them, that means that the turrets have an angle. If there's not a dot, that means they don't have an angle, so they're not firing yet. My dumbass forgot that I was going to use that experiment to find out if my AI can use the kill warrant scanner.
This one's trying to get away, Commander.
Target destroyed.
Roger that, Commander. Let's bring the fighter back home.
Okay, so it's not going to tell me exactly where yet. I couldn't remember. So if we look at the description here. Yeah, it doesn't tell me which settlement yet, does it? Nope. Got to get there first. Fine.
Frameshift drive charging. Incoming mission critical message.
Shepherd's Silent. Jesus Christ, really? Really? It's like, you know what? It's gonna set my sys to 4 pips and yeah. Oh, get something to eat. Minutes. Alright, so maybe 20 minutes was a bit exaggerated, but still, this feels like forever, right? Feels like forever. Alright, let's go back to manual. See if we can trim this down a little bit now that I'm back. Hey Google, please turn off all lights.
Okay, turning off 2 lights.
Thank you. Always say please and thank you. Just in case the computers take over, they might remember your politeness. And the speed we're going right now, 400 and, oh, see, it's already decelerating. God damn it. I was gonna say 424C, that's 424 light years. Light speed, God damn it. What does that actually mean? The speed of light in 1 year. Is that literally that distance that we just talked about? 1 light year per second? No, because we're doing light seconds right now. I don't know. Actually, what it looks like is 300 light seconds per second. Interesting. So if 300C is 300 light seconds per second, then 1C equals a light second per second. Huh. So it would take you a year to do a light year at 300C. I think I fucked that math up. I think the fastest we can go inside Super Cruise, but outside star jumping, is like 2500 C, something like that, which would mean 2,500 light seconds per second. Oh, I say, okay, so it would take you 1/300th of a year at 300 C. It would take you 1/2500th of a year to do a light year. Yeah, that seems logical. It's just really interesting that there's this orbital plane way the fuck out here. Like, it's still technically orbiting the primary star, which was 120,000 light seconds away. Yeah. So, yeah. All this just to land, not really land, but almost land on a planet, scan a beacon while being called a trespasser, and then leave. Yep, totally worth it for the reputation reward. Because really there's only so many ways to gain reputation with the Federation, the Empire, or the Alliance. or rank, in which case it's only the Federation and the Empire, but like the missions that have the plus, like 5 pluses, yeah, do those, because even though they take longer, typically, they give more reputation per minute. Even when they're way the fuck out here. Yeah, so this whole grouping of planetary objects over here, none of them's even a star. Like that thing in the middle, that's a planet, B3. So it's the third closest planet